Hi, my name is Truk and I'm an artist in residence in this year's ACE Studios program 2023. I've been making art since 2017, so not a super long time. I didn't really grow up going to galleries or being really embedded in the arts or anything like that. So I kind of fell into art by accident. I was originally studying teaching at uni full-time and had a ceramics elective at uni. Was having a really rough year with my mental health, was struggling to get out of bed, but I would get out of bed to go to my ceramics classes and I would stay in studio for a really long time. It's the only thing that I could do at that stage, and after 8 weeks of the course and it finishing up, I decided teaching wasn't for me, so I enrolled into art school. And after that I've been lucky enough to have some really great opportunities and kind people backing me, and yeah, I'm in the place that I am now. The main ideas behind my artwork would be just human experiences. At the moment I'm very interested in art and its accessibility, so I'm always asking myself what art is, who is it for, who am I making this for, and so in that there are a lot of kind of intersections for me in my practice. I look at the intersection between different faiths in the world because I've got a couple in my family that are different. I look at migration because of my family and my Vietnamese heritage. I look at power, family, concepts of hope and love. And within that, I am really interested in the process of the way children make in art and the way they play freely and what that looks like if I were to kind of include that and incorporate in the work. So these ideas that I have manifest through my work in a range of ways. Materials is really important to me when I think about children and their freedom to kind of develop and learn and play. I'm drawn towards not only the process of randomness in my art, but also the process of using certain materials that children engage with. So that's why you'll see a lot of soft toys or just toys in general that appear in my work. My ideas kind of manifest through process by how I choose to do something. So for example, with my pig intestines, it might not mean much to the audience when they look at it, but the process of cleaning it was something that I learnt from my mum, and it has a lot to do with the way I engage with migration and power and themes of assimilation within the Vietnamese community in Australia. So, you know, when I clean and I see all this stuff come out of the water, there's a sense of me trying to understand the difference in experiences and journeys between people in my community. So when people see my art, I hope that for those who don't really engage with the types of materials or processes that I use, that they still give it space and can have a laugh. And for those who do relate and understand it, I hope that they feel seen and heard and loved. Particularly my Vietnamese community who can relate and understand the work maybe a little bit better. And I hope that through that they go away building platforms and spaces for other voices to be heard as well. ACE Studios has been really good for my practice. I am not one for networking. I hate going to exhibitions and walking around with a glass of wine, but being at ACE Studios has allowed me to, I guess, be really genuine when I'm making connections with people, because ACE kind of do the work for me. So in terms of them bringing in people from galleries and curators and other artists, people are coming into my space because they want to have a conversation. And I really like that aspect of it because it's something that as artists you're kind of stuck in your studio and you forget about. But ACE has been a really good challenge in that way, where I've kind of walked away much more confident in my practice and what it has become. So at the moment I am working on a big sculpture and installation work for the ACE Studios show coming up. It is a work that I haven't really engaged with before. It's going to be a big water work, so there'll be a huge blow-up pond that I'm creating with a water feature in the shape of like a huge crucifix that will kind of be sprouting water out. And there'll be also a koi fish that is putting water back into the pond. And the inspiration for that work is from my late grandfather, who passed away, talking about him being both Christian and Buddhist, because in my family it's quite divided. And so the work looks at that spiritual journey and and whether something like that can exist. And it's a space that I want to create that is reflective of being able to allow other voices to kind of be heard through this kind of spiritual realm that I've created to speak to him.